Thank you, Nadine. That was just amazing. I was going to wait and do dessert before I spoke, but I think I should continue on. Mine's very short, and then we'll have dessert, and then we'll have the infamous Charles, who plotted against me and said he wanted to go last.
Did I?
Okay, so good evening. I was feeling pretty brave about 5 minutes ago. But now I'm standing here without my mask. And I'm feeling a bit naked and exposed. Oh, well, that meant that you just opened me up. Okay, August last year was the boys' 10-year anniversary. We got to remember Marcus and Jamie at their best, but what we didn't get to do was share it with others, so we thought we'd have a birthday bash this year to celebrate Marcus's 30th. And in Marcus's words, any reason for a party. Way back when, Marcus would celebrate an event with laughter and gusto. He had a knack for bringing the best out in people, and he never let a party go by, whether he was invited or not. Where there would be drinks and food, and just being with his family and friends brought out the best in him as well. And especially if he didn't have to pay. In all the photos I've seen, he has a smile on his dial and an arm around his mate. No shying away, no pretending, no mask. Who you saw was who you got. Liked him or not, he was in your face, either making you laugh your guts out, or crying your eyes out. He didn't have the time for people being idiots, didn't see the point, and he said so. Truth was true. It was black or white. If you were feeling happy, he was right there celebrating with you. If you were feeling sad, he was there buying you a beer. Oh, well, actually, you paid for the beer. Behind the Mask seems so appropriate as an event name. Everyone can relate to it. The 19th of August 2006 was the day I put my mask on. I could tell you every little detail about that day, but not tonight. Whatever I was feeling or thinking was never going to be revealed to my friends, family, or anyone who knew me. My mask was going to show that I was strong, that I would not be pitied, and that I could take on board anything that life threw at me. I don't like to be touched when I'm trying to be strong, so the best way not to be touched was to show everyone I didn't need to be. I put on my mask, I was strong, I was proud, to show everyone that I was doing okay. I didn't need anyone's help. Once the funeral and everything was over, the next 2 or 3 weeks was the loneliest time of my life. During the process of burying Marcus, it was all busy, 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 people everywhere doing the stuff that needs to be done, and then nothing. No one. They'd all gone back to work, back to living their lives as normal, back to their families with or without another thought. And that's how it's supposed to be. But it leaves you alone with your thoughts, and sometimes those thoughts can lead to dark places. One of them being the fear that nobody will remember our boy, that nobody will want to mention his name for fear of upsetting me or our family. So the mask went back on, and you allow Marcus's name to be said in every conversation. You mention his name when reminiscing with the boys as if he was still around. I loved hearing stories about Marcus. I still do. It's put a smile on my face. And now when I hear people remembering him and his silly antics, like a fluffy blue hat he wore the morning of the crash, giving his friends away out the window, that's what I remember. I don't need a mask now to hear his name or to talk about him. But it does go back on when certain events are taking place in his friends' lives, and I know he would have been the best mate ever, standing right there beside them. Yes, it hurts, and some saw me at my worst. But I wouldn't have it any other way, and would not have missed those events for the world. We were honoured to be invited to step in for Marcus, and are so proud of the group that Marcus calls friends. But I obviously wasn't doing the best job of hiding behind my mask, because in 2008 I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And to this day, I believe it was because I was holding my pain and my grief close to my heart. I still haven't grieved, not because I don't want to, but because I don't think I know how. So if I put my mask on each morning and look at myself in the mirror and believe today's going to be a good day, then I don't have to remember the day that my life changed forever. But then what is grieving? Maybe I do it every day, a little at a time. Who knows? There's no undo button, no going back, no wishing if only. So my mask goes on, and maybe one day my mask will come off when I'm ready to deal with the fact that my son is not coming back, that I have to go on every day without seeing his beautiful face. Hear his contagious laugh, feel his soft warm hugs, and hear the words, "I love you, Mum." I know in reality he is gone. I'm not in denial. But I guess it's just easier not to think about it. My mask will hide my pain, my sorrow, my broken heart. It will hide the fact that my life goes on and we have to look to a bright, happy future without him. My mask is just one of many. Mine is a mother's mask. But there are others. There are others in the community who wear a mask as part of their jobs. And I just don't mean burglars or superheroes. I mean police officers, ambulance officers, doctors, emergency services. Earlier you heard from the Dean, and later you'll hear from Charles, in regards to this. And I don't envy their job when they have to put on their mask, knock on your door and deliver the news that someone you love is not coming home tonight. How hard would it be to stand there and watch people fall apart in front of you? And all you want to do is cry and comfort them yourself. But you can't. You're a professional doing your job and staying strong because that is what is expected of you. But behind their mask, they are feeling so much of your pain. We live so much of our lives in the public eye that when we get home and can take our mask off, it is such a relief. Finally, we don't have to pretend that everything is okay. It's very draining living behind a mask. It takes everything you have to hold it together so people don't judge you or pity you. But living behind a mask can be very lonely. You want to let people in behind it, but you're too scared. You're worried that they will not understand. Seriously, how could they? Nobody knows what it's like to lose a child until it happens to you. You like to think you would not know how it feels, but in reality you're not even close. Every day people are putting on masks of their own, and it doesn't matter the reason. To that person, they feel like they have to survive. Whether it is a good thing or a bad thing, I'm not entirely sure. But for the time being, it is what I do to get through every day. Tonight is to raise funds for Marcus's charity so that we as a family can help other kids to make better driving choices and prevent their families from having to go through what we and the McNultys go through every day. To prevent those families from having to put on a mask. When we speak to the Year 12 students each year at different schools, the mask comes off. They get to see the real impact of what their families will go through when they are gone. We will never know if we helped someone make a better choice behind the wheel or if we saved someone's life, and that's okay. All we can do is plant the seed that their life matters to someone and that it should matter to them as well. The reason behind tonight's event should never have happened, and I wish I wasn't standing up here representing Marcus because he's not here to do it himself. But it did, and I am. So let's make it worthwhile and make it a night of having fun, enjoying yourselves in the style that Marcus knows well. On behalf of Colin and Melissa and the McNultys who couldn't be here tonight, I thank you for attending this event to remember the boys, Marcus and Jamie, to celebrate a birthday that will never happen. So to Marcus, happy birthday my boy. Cheers, big ears. Thank you. We'll have dessert now.